This is the Fractal Design Define Nano S case, which I picked up for only $15. An amazing case that brought me to my first mini ITX budget build. For this build, I will be using this case combined with an Asus P8H61i LX motherboard, a Samsung 240GB solid-state drive, and then also NVIDIA GTX 750 Ti with 2GB of GDDR5 memory, and which came with a fan modification done by the previous owner due to the original fan not working anymore. Then the memory for this build is 2 sticks of 8GB DDR3 Crucial Ballistic Sport memory, giving us a total of 16GB to work with, which should be plenty for the games we will be playing. Then for the processor, we are going for the Intel Xeon E3-1230V2, which I bought by accident for a Dell build I was doing, but now will come in very handy. This processor has 4 cores and 8 threads, with a max turbo of 3.7 GHz and a TDP of only 69 watts. This Xeon is a little bit better than an Intel i7-3770, but for a small fraction of the costs second-hand. And this will be cooled by a Gelid Tranquilo 5 cooler I also picked up second-hand. Overkill, but looks good and wasn't expensive. And then last, the power supply, which is a 430 watts unit, which is an 80+ bronze unit, giving us plenty of power to work with. Now let's build! I thought it would be fun to do a sped-up build montage of this system. Let me know if you like this more, or would you rather see it more into detail? Also, please let me know what you think about the video by commenting and maybe liking the video. A like and subscribe will really help me build this channel and to create more and more content. Okay, now that the build montage is done, let's do a quick cost breakdown. I was able to buy the case for $15. Honestly, apart from some small scratches that you can barely see, the case is in mint condition. Then I bought the Asus P8H61i LX motherboard for $12, the Intel Xeon E3-1230V2 for $6, the CPU cooler for $10, the memory for $15, the SSD for $10, the power supply for $7, and last the graphics card for $15. This makes the total build cost for this PC $90. As this was my first ITX build, I for sure needed to learn a few things, but for $90 this build really turned out nicely. But that of course isn't all. Let's see, can we game? And what will the performance be? Fortnite on a budget build for only $90? Now that's what I call a true test of frugality and gaming passion. Picture this, a resolution of 1920 x 1200 and medium settings for the ultimate budget gaming experience. We're not aiming for the stars here, but hey, we can still have some laughs along the way. So, I fired up my trusty NVIDIA GTX 750 Ti graphics card, which, let's be honest, is old, but has somehow managed to defy the test of time like a seasoned champion. Not just Windows, but Atlas OS itself could feel the raw power of this little beast as it struggled valiantly to churn out those precious frames. Now, onto the FPS numbers, and here's where the fun begins. High FPS, 132. Whoa, that's like running through the battlefield at the speed of light. You're practically a Fortnite ninja on caffeine. Average FPS, 71, not too shabby. Who needs smooth gameplay when you can enjoy the beauty of the stuttering dance moves? Low FPS, 48. Ah yes, the slideshow mode. It's like playing Fortnite through a flipbook, but at least you're getting your exercise from all that rapid mouse clicking. When other players boast about their gaming rigs that could launch rockets into space, you'll just sit back with your budget build and say, hey, I can still get eliminations, and that's what matters. And as for the GTX 750 Ti, it's not just an ancient graphics card. It's the wise sage of gaming, showing those young upstarts that age is just a number, and it's the determination that truly counts. Moving on to Splitgate on a resolution of 1920x1200 with medium settings, now that's the sweet spot for some portal hopping action. I hopped into the game with excitement, and boy was I in for a treat. Here's what we got. High FPS, 59. Not quite supersonic speed, but enough to dodge bullets like a pro ballerina. You'll be slipping through portals faster than your kids asking for snacks. Average FPS, 56. It's the reliable middle child of FPS, always there when you need it. Like a consistent dad joke, it won't win any awards, but you can count on it for a good chuckle. Low FPS, 51. Ah, the patience-testing FPS. It's like waiting for your turn in the bathroom during a road trip. You might feel a little stuck, but hey, it's all part of the experience. Stability-wise, it was like having the family dog as your gaming companion, always by your side, never letting you down. The game ran smoother than a well-tuned dad joke, impressing even the most tech-savvy folks in the household. As I jumped, shot, and portaled my way through the virtual battlegrounds, I couldn't help but feel like a master of time and space. In the vast virtual playground of GTA 5, I embarked on thrilling heists, medium settings, 1920x1200 resolution. A true adventure. High FPS 47, average 44, low 40. The steady FPS we got to thank to our trusty companion, the NVIDIA GTX 750 Ti, which performed great. How amazing to have this steady FPS for the price of just a few takeout meals. We can just be cruising and not losing due to this steady frame rate. We can clearly see the graphics card is the bottleneck here as the processor is just chilling about. Step into the virtual boots of a Spartan warrior on a budget-build adventure, armed with an NVIDIA GTX 750 Ti and a resolution of 1920x1200. The battlefield awaits. FPS report. High 128, average 104, low 98. Talk about a smooth ride. It's like gliding through virtual butter and that on an old DIY fan-modded graphics card. With every headshot, I feel like a gaming god, turning enemies into pixelated confetti. The GTX 750 Ti might be a little older, but like fine wine, it ages gracefully, showing the young ones how it's done. No matter the noob I am, it was a very enjoyable experience playing Halo on this budget build. Doing these budget builds is always so fun for me. I love also the way that I'm getting good prices on this hardware, as most of the time I buy a more complete or broken system, use the exact parts I need, and then sell the rest, giving me great deals, and being able to get great performance on a budget. Please consider liking and subscribing as it will really help me build my channel, and leave a comment if you would like to see the next budget build more into detail on how I make these deals as well. I hope to catch you on the next one. Have a great day.